What's up? Period. Period. If you don't know me, I'm Mercury, the Empress, high priest of spirit, daughter of Anubis, and what the fuck going on? Period. Okay. If you don't know, now you know, niggas. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna keep this one a little dark effect. I really like this little effect right here. It's a little braid that keep trying to stick up. It's like, girl, lay your ass down, girl. Behave. Anyways, you know the videos, baby. You know how the video edits, like how you snip it, because the way that they get those things right is they like be split in the video, like, you know, and every time something major happens, it just smacks down, you know, like especially the cooking videos, they really be getting me with the cooking videos. I'm like, damn, girl, damn, you caught that snip, you caught that clip right, like you split that clip right in the splitting. Congratulations, you know. I have not gotten to where I make my videos like that. I just do what I want to do. I love the different features and things that every platform has to offer, but I don't get lost in it. It's too much. Before you know it, you've been turned your whole entire creation into something else. And it's like, was that how I wanted to start it? You know, I kind of noticed that too, but hey, y'all know I'm a deep bitch. Leave me alone if you ain't trying to get all up in this motherfucker. Leave me alone. But anyways, we are talking about, what the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about Mercury being in Leo. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited actually that fire has now shifted into the motherfucking Mercury and the motherfucking Venus. Okay, Venus is in Leo as well. We're only gonna talk about Mercury, and I'm so excited. Mercury is now in Leo. I'm actually, that energy is like, yes. It's almost like that energy is gonna give you like this passion, this boost of passion, like to the point where I'm smiling now, like to the point where you may even receive some of your passionate blessings from the past. Okay, do mind you, Saturn is in retrograde right now in Pisces, so a lot of things may be coming back up from the past that either need to be addressed or that has already been addressed so you can be blessed. You heard that? That need to be addressed or that has already been addressed so you can be blessed. You heard that? So that's how Saturn work. You know what I'm saying? You get back what you get back, what you need to get back in stillness too. He don't just whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Saturn just don't whoop you. You know, if you deserve a whooping, you get a whooping. But if you just need a little spanking right now, look, but here go your blessing still. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to face what you need to be, what needs to be revealed, what is being revealed. Hi. Don't be afraid to do those things right now because Saturn not going to play with you in that Pisces. Act confused if you want to, and you won't get this bubbles and sunshines and sunflowers. You won't get it if you're thinking like you're gonna be acting confused. So now is not the time. Anyway, Mercury in Leo is beautiful. Even though Mercury in Leo is not home, okay? Because of course Mercury's home is Gemini, or Gemini's home is Mercury. So even though it's not home, it's very comfortable there. And Leo energy very strangely. Very strangely, Mercury is really, really comfortable there. And I feel like in that energy because Leo is the sun. You know what I'm saying? Leo is the house of I got love all over me. That's why the sun even exists, to get your deepest heart's desire, your heart's desire. The sun ain't just out just for exposure of toxicity. The sun is out for your heart's desires to be exposed to. You just don't not get blessed for being there. Leo is the house of the sun, the house of love, the sun. Oh my gosh, children, romance, dating, sex, fertility, creativity, good fortune, and pleasure. It's like the sun is the most beautiful energy possible. Okay, it is. That's the highest that you can get. All right. Mercury is not quite is not happy to be there, because it's almost like the sun is giving Mercury creativity. It's giving Mercury fun. It's giving Mercury pleasure. It's giving Mercury good fortunes. Bitch, you may even be pregnant now or get pregnant. Children or just your children are important, because I don't play about them kids. Fertility, dating, and romance. It's almost like your love life can go to a whole nother level. And you mean to tell me Venus in that too? Hold that thought. That's another video. Venus is in that Leo as well. So the communication tied with the relationships, a collision of what the sun can produce in that is the most beautiful energy you can have. So listen, the highest vibes that you have been asking for, you finna receive something here. This is like good fortunes with Mercury. Like, walk it like I talk it. You mean it now, that Mercury in Leo. So it means something to you. Core values, love should mean something to you up until this point. You know, what do you love? What do you value? Are you an asset? Are you a liability? Is what is around you an asset? Is it a liability? Do you love who you are? I literally have been wondering, you know, I wasn't all the way wondering because I knew the divine was giving me downloads, but I was just like, I've been saying it to myself, like, I love my nails, like I love me, I just love, 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 love. Like to the point where even like my subscription little tab to show if somebody subscribed to me on TikTok, it says love now. It used to say life, but it says love. It's like, you want to know what my Achilles heel is? Love. I don't get enough of it. All I see is these vampires and bloodsuckers. All I see is these niggas I made millionaires spilling about, spilling their feelings in the air. You know? All I see is these fake fucks with no fangs trying to pull heart from an ice cold vein. Literally. I smell the massacre. Seems to be the only way to back you bastards up. You know, it's like, gossip. Somebody could be gossiping about how you move in the sun. That's Mercury, which is communication. The sun, which is Leo. How you move in the sun, somebody could be gossiping about that. Talking about it. Like, is this bitch still bright? Is this bitch still getting pleasured? Is this bitch still having fun? Is this bitch still living in her fortune? Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely correct. And the sun is here to show you. Because two of the big threes are in that shit. Venus and Mercury. Communication, relationship. You know? That's just a little background, you know, of the planets. I love to give a little spill of the planets before we get started. Let's see here. It's almost like the house of will is here. The sun is the house of will. You're going to take a risk right now. You're taking risk right now, and risk around your creativity, risk around what you deem to be romance or love in your life, risk around fun. Period. I literally just shared something. I'm complimenting bitches in the bathroom while about their makeup, and I'm going out every social gathering. Yeah, feeling that energy that the sun is bringing in, the free will that you have to do what you want to do. Okay. Let's see here. So definitely. Focusing on the energy that you need to focus on right now is I will, I desire, recognition. When it comes to that Mercury in Leo. Also, I think, duality, communication. Your thoughts needs to match your desires, your wills, your duality needs to balance out with your recognition. Your communication needs to balance out what you desire, what you think, what you feel. You need to get that shit together for real. And while you have this creative energy to do so, do it now. Okay. Anyways, we're getting into the message here. That's just a background so you guys can know about the planets, what they sit, what they do, all that shit. I love talking about the planets and stuff. You know. I fill you up with the planets. I have already pre-shuffled for y'all asses. All right. And the pre-shuffle consists of, this is an elemental guidance, by the way. The universe wanted to do elemental. That's what they guided. All right. And what I mean is I'm going to be following the elements accordingly. Okay. And I've already pre-shuffled in the deck. Okay. Out of my archetype deck. That's what they wanted to use this month. And Mercury has some things that they want to say to each element. Okay. Element, not sign, elements. Okay, so you need to understand that earth, air, water, and fire. Okay, so earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, air is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, water is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and fire is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you need to know which element that you are in. Where your sun, the sun sign, your sun sign is going to be very significant right now. Are you operating at your highest degree in your sun sign? Mercury is going to show that for you. So you need to pay attention to the sun in you. Okay. All right, here. So here. I'm not gonna turn pages though. I just want to keep that. Is the page in front? No, it's not. So let's turn pages. So let's start here. All right, so where we're gonna start here. I'm here starting with Earth. All right, so let's go ahead and do 10 what? Okay. I'm gonna do I should have said 11 for Earth. All right, so let's get it, Earth. Let's see what the archetype deck has to say to you guys. All right, all of my I'm gonna timestamp everything, so everything will be left in the description. Okay, everything that you need to know about me is in the description as well, so you should not be confused on what is going down. All right, guys, so let's see here. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what Mercury in Leo has to say to you guys. All right, let's see. Earth, again, like I told you guys, this is already pre-shuffle. I did this probably like earlier last week when Mercury came to me in particular and was like, it's time for me to get that message out there. And I'm like, okay, great. It is going to shift on July 25th. That was something I should have said in the beginning, but hey, sometime if whatever is not said is for you to go and do your own research, and that could be something that could be very significant to you guys. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could do your own research, child. You could be listening to everybody else, and it's like, bitch, that article, that's not what that article said that you said. You know what I'm saying? That article wasn't even produced right now. That article was produced 2 years ago, and they just edited it right now, so they might not even be right. You know, so you could be fact checking things. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, like, I need a fact check. Bitches is lying, okay? And they ain't nothing but hoes and tricks and sluts and shit. And they want to see me full of shit, and it's like, yeah, I'm the warrior. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's like, you can't keep me down. A hollow bone could be very significant. A snake could be significant, and the motherfucking rainbow. Okay, my archetype deck, let's go ahead and talk about it just for a little bit. I love to talk about my decks, by the way. My archetype deck is archetype, so it has things like tools and places and the cells and initiations and things of those natures. Okay, and right now we are at the warrior, so if I'm not mistaken, that might just be the cells. The selves, like, what self are you? You know what I'm saying? Who are you as a self, as a person, an individual? Okay, the warrior 124, and it is a part of the selves. A 111 could be very significant. 1111 could be very significant. You need to look up that angel number. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So it says, without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for, and what are you willing to arise in the name of? Write it out. And see, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it's almost like, now that you are fact checking, don't one up the facts that you have. Make sure you apply those facts to your life, allow it to shape you. You know how you say, take what resonates, leave what don't. You know what I'm saying? And move forward with that. But again, it did state, without a true purpose, okay, a manifesto or oath, the warrior is lost. So you need to make sure you get what you are trying to achieve here. What are you researching for? Why are you researching what you're researching? What do you want to know more for, and why? You need to make sure you're asking those questions. You know, you need to understand who you are, because if you don't understand who you are, towards Capricorn, you don't have no purpose. You're lost. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a lost soul right now, baby. That air, you can't even breathe out in that motherfucker. It's hot as fuck in this bitch. And then half of the world going through a damn tsunami in this motherfucker. We gonna be up underwater. I was watching a movie on Tubi last night and the motherfuckers was up underwater. I'm like, oh my God. Keep it light. Be careful, as the warrior implies war. The two go hand in hand. Those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. And that's why I said what I said. Make sure you ain't trying to one up this information that you could be learning about just people, places, and things, and the selves. Make sure you're not one upping it, because again, it says those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. So it's almost like, stop trying to be strong and be mighty. You know what I'm saying? You just, oh, I'm strong. You know, like that quote, she who is clothed and all that shit right there. Girl, listen, be mighty and be you. You know what I'm saying? And stop trying to show people that you being you. That's how you be in that energy. Like, I want you to see me. I'm going to show you I'm going to be me. Okay. You shouldn't have to even tell me that. You shouldn't have to move like that. You should literally just come around and you're you. You know? But depending on the type of person that you are, and depending on the people that could be around you, you may not want to come around because you are afraid to be you. You are afraid of what you see inside of yourself. You know, so you might be doing some introspection, or there is a need to. We often the soldier and the advocate. Yeah, we often envision the warrior as an immortal figure with sword in hand, moving blindly towards battles. Exactly. It says, yet the deeper aspect of this architect brings us face to face with death itself. Exactly. Okay, it says the warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword blade. Yeah, it's almost like instead of you wanting to know it all on your own, like for example, you could be someone who research something, and instead of you waiting for the signs for the divine to give you the signs on it, you instantly act on it and then it fails. You know what I'm saying? You instantly say something about it and you don't say it right. It's like, just allow the divine to work in your life and stop trying to be strong and be mighty. Okay. It says the warrior work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. Yeah, being present in the now, staying aligned to your purpose. Okay. And then it says, if and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. Yeah, it's like, now that you're lost, you could be dabbling into meaningless things, like doing things meaninglessly. You know, that thing again, that's obvious. Nothing that has no meaning. You can't even explain why you did it or why you said it. I don't know. It's like, really? No, like for real, I don't. It's like, so when this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one with deep roots and long-standing tension. Exactly, because you could be in a family dynamic, you know what I'm saying, where maybe the relationship is over. You could be in a job dynamic where maybe the relationship with the job is over. You could be in a friend dynamic where the relationship, something is deeming to be over. You know what I'm saying? But the divine is telling you you need to question, why is it over at hand? What is going on at hand? What's going on right now? And what is making it what it is? Okay. It says the actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. Exactly. So don't be afraid of having to stand up in your truth. Don't be afraid of having to walk away. Don't be afraid of saying what you had to say, because you know what I'm saying, the dust will settle. Okay. So it says, so choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with the wisdom, then surrender to the battle. Yeah, because it's almost like you can easily say what you need to say and how you feel and move on. You don't have to entertain the energy at all. But we still have a tendency to choose to argue, to battle, to combat, to still leave that door cracked. And it's like, close that motherfucker. And that's that. And the dust will settle. It's literally like when you close the door, think of closing the door like on the Western movies, like how that little door used to swing over and that dust used to swing up, but it will swing down. It's like the dust will settle. It will. You just need to know that. All right. So moving on, we are moving on. I am definitely hearing, I'm hearing water. All right, look at water coming right on out. Water, you are going through an initiation up under, and it's crazy, water, because if I'm not motherfucking mistaken, Saturn got your ass in an initiation as well. Saturn got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in an initiation as well, and so does Mercury. So your whole life could be an initiation, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be like, fuck. You could have a life path number 4, 1, or 7. I'm even hearing 2. Okay, you need to check out your life path number, because your life path number is the life path. That's your life path number is the path that you will take in life. It's how you will take the path in life. Thank you, Spirit. So my life path number is 7. That means it is a spiritual number. So that means that I will have to look at everything spiritually. I don't have a choice. That's my life path number. Your life path number is how you will see your path, how your path shows up on you and around you. How you have to live, what you have to live by in this world. How you have to get your blessings in this world. Like I said, with my life path number being 7. Okay, I'm gonna call him back. With my life path number being 7, I have everything about me is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So I have to keep a spiritual life, period, in order for my life to work out and exist all in general. If you have a life path number of 4, you have to stay stable, period. You have to stay connected to your roots, period. You know what I'm saying? Like your roots will determine everything else around you. Your life path number determines everything else around you. So you need to look up life path number. Okay. 21, 21, 1, 1, water. That's where we're starting at. So water, your life path number is significant. That's really what it is. That's going to help you better understand your initiation. Okay. All right, because this card that came out is an initiation card. And like I said, if I'm not mistaken, for Saturn, there was an initiation for you as well. But it is called Thanatos. You can't even see what the fuck this motherfucker is, but it is a hand. His hands like they're combining. Yeah, and it's around a spider web. Okay, so let's see what this initiation is for you upon this Mercury here. All right. So it says, facing Thanos' death leads us to truth. So listen, there's about to be a death in your life. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's what Mercury wants you to know. And with it being in the Mercury, it's almost like you're going to receive communication of a death, a physical one or a mental one, period. It says it is tempting. Literally, because Thanos is only death. It is just death. Okay? Grieving, bearing witness to it all. Yes, something is coming up, so you... No. A shift is coming for you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it is going to require death. It says it is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as a transformation, but the true resonance of Thanatos can be easily accumulated or contained. Death is ongoing and an eternal response to the gift of birth. So where something is dying, there is something that's coming to life. That's why I said there's either going to be a physical death or a mental death. If there's a mental death, there will be a transformation of life from that. Same as if there was a physical death, there will be a transformation of life from that. Death is all up in your energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And with it being in Mercury, that means something is going to be communicated to you. Okay? Something is coming to you quick. Leo, it's something, there's exposure, recognition, respect. The exposure, the sun is going to be exposing something to you. Okay? And it is going to cause a death from there. It's like the truth is going to be exposed to you about something, and it is going to cause a death, period. Whether that is physical or mental. Witnessing the ending of another being being, venture or phase or stage has deep consequences for the psychic, and that's a big thing with you on Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't lose sight. Accept the truth for what it is. Confirmation on my phone, and be ready to move on. Okay. It says we are forever changed by Thanos as it sweeps us under its wings. It says making us relinquish control in every form. Yeah, you're not going to be able to control this. It might even hit you out the blue with Mercury being in Leo. It may just knock you off your fucking feet. But it's going to come in real passionate. Okay, this is something passionate that you need in your life. But the way that it's coming is coming as a death, though, a transformation, and it's almost like there are truths. I see the Ace of Swords here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It leaves a mask ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually. Yeah, because whatever you're about to go into, okay, I do see incarceration, okay, or an attempt to incarcerate you or something like that, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your words with Mercury being in Leo is almost like whatever you are saying, you might want to be a little bit more careful with that. You kind of want to stand on what you mean right now. And I'm not just saying that for right now. I'm talking about from the past. There's something from the past coming back up as well. Something has led to this death getting here is basically what I'm saying. Okay, and you being in the energy of being ready to surrender. Okay, you needed to do that. You needed to be ready to surrender, because whatever this shift is, you're not going to be able to control it at all. You're going to be grateful that you have already surrendered and healed and let go. You're going to be grateful for all of that on this transition that you're about to go into, because you're not going to be able to take none of that with you. You're going into the underworld. Okay, and you will come back to the land of the living eventually. So this is almost like you shifting and cutting everybody off, moving. There's going to be a lot going on in your energy this with this transformation here. Okay, and this and Mercury shifts out of Leo on the 25th, so something could definitely happen before the 25th this month. Something significant of death this month, a shift this month for you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like for real. The capacity is needed in our world. One has faced the annihilation of Thanos and can face anything. Yeah, when you can face the death, when you can surrender, when you can release detachments, when you can let go, you are unstoppable. You can face anything. You know what I'm saying? It says when this card appears, it signifies an initiation to the underworld. That's why I said the universe is about to bring you somewhere else. But it's right where you're supposed to be, though. They're about to take you away from everything that no longer served you. Okay. This is a very deep card. Okay. Because whatever no longer serves you, you must didn't need it, because this transformation is only leading you to truth. This is only a truthful state, a truthful period, a truthful phase in your life that you're about to go through. You're not going to receive, I'm hearing nothing but truth. And see, Mercury is in Leo, so that means the sun, you're going to get, I do see romance, positivity, happiness. It's almost like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I see you being taken away from everything, like I said, it no longer serves you, to being placed with things that do serve you. But maybe you don't know this energy no more. You know how you pack up and you leave and move to a whole other city, you don't know nobody else, something like that. Maybe you don't know this energy. But you wrote it though. You spoke it though. Confirmation on my phone, and you meant it. You know? So yeah. You meant it. And what the fuck was that? What's that? Oh, I called her too. I was wondering if she was okay. Okay. I know she's okay. But yeah, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're being in the first initiation that you went through, it was another card that you went through in initiation the last time for Saturn. So just this whole entire initiation process was to prepare you to get to this underworld. And when you get in this, you need to study the energy of Osiris. Okay, you could have dealt with a lot of adversity your whole entire life. And now the divine put you up under a test your whole entire life, just to see if you was going to rise above it. And I'm getting you did. And they're about to shift you into the knowing that you wanted to know as you were rising above it. And I'm getting you're going to be very grateful. You're going to be very grateful, because I'm getting you're going to come out with something. You're going to do something. You'll be back to the land of the living soon. But I'm hearing this is going to be a very transformative month for you. A very transformative month. It's almost like Mercury is letting you know that the transformation is coming from your Saturn. So you need to go back, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and watch Saturn and see what was the initiation for Saturn for you, because Saturn is in retrograde Pisces till November. So wherever you're about to go this month, you're going to be in it until November. And I don't even like to say just then, because shit, shadow phase is a retrograde. That's 2 weeks to a month afterwards. So it won't, the retrograde from Saturn being in Pisces won't actually be over until December 15th. It's almost like the planet ain't no liberty ass planet. That's a big ass force that has to get back going. It's like get it together. Ooh, we gotta, you know, it's something like that. So we got to start treating the energy like that. It don't happen overnight. It don't happen with time, you know, without time. It don't happen overnight, you know. What is this on the floor? So this is definitely, I'm hearing air. Oh my God. I hear air. My Aquarius, the vessel. Okay, what we gonna do it? Do it now, 30-40. Lick it good. Woo! Libra now. Libra. I heard Libra now. So it could just be the Libras. That's somebody some do it now. Lick it good. It's not clear. Is that what you talk about with Mercury being in Leo? But Leo with that Leo energy pleasure. So maybe right now, Era, y'all are pleasure. Y'all are like, I need some pleasure, bitch. If I ain't getting fucked, I don't know what's going on. So maybe you guys could be feeling like that. The vessel, literally, the vessel. You trying to get them blood vessels moving. You trying to get that blood pumping. You know, the vessel may be a place. Okay, that's what I was just thinking off the top of my head. It may be a place. Okay, but we're gonna check it out really quickly. I don't know it all. It just sound like it. It sound good. It's not a place, it's a tool. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, because the answer said sacrifice. I'm like, okay. So it's a tool. Vessel is a tool. Okay. 246. Okay, so it says the physical body is the most sacred vessel of us all. Okay, it's the one which you reside in. Okay, until it's done. Okay, and it may need your attention. Oh, the body. All right, yeah, the body. It says stable, strong, and grateful. Okay, so some of you guys need to practice gratitude. Y'all need to be. And again, didn't we just start with sex? Okay. Maybe the universe is calling for some sensual energy. I do see that little sacral and solar poking out in the back. Like, ooh, maybe. All right. It says the vessel may be most important, is the most important archetype on this earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stones hold fire, and our bodies hold organs, our homes hold family. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nest protects the eggs, saving account protects the earnings. And when the planets are contained with their circular orbit, even when the planets are contained within their circular orbit, which will be retrograde. It says, when the card appears, it is time to access what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full? Ooh. It says, or perhaps has you don't have any vessel at all. Okay, and the contents spill in every direction. Ooh, and that makes a lot of sense because do you have enough of heart for this? Is your body ready for this? Are you physically ready for what you're asking for? Because some of us might be tired and shit like that. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. It is time for you to build, break, and repair. You must find out. Yeah, I'm definitely getting you need to redo how you do you. You're not keeping yourself up enough air, but you want something else to keep you up. That's why I was getting like that pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a pleasure seeker. You could want pleasure. You know what I'm saying? In an actuality, the universe is like, do you pleasure yourself enough? And it's not even about playing with her or playing with him. It's like, do you really love yourself for real? Like, are you sensual? You need to look that up. Like, are you sensual? Is your skin soft? Like, your vessel. You need to protect that right now, air. You could be neglecting that. Stress. I'm hearing stress. You might be stressed. You allowing stress to slowly tilt you over into just wanting sex, money, and drugs. Thank you, Spirit. You're allowing stress to tilt you over to just want sex, money, and drugs. And that's affecting your body. Your stress is tilting you over to only want sex, money, and drugs. It's pushing you over the edge. So now you only want sex, money, and drugs. And that is affecting your whole entire body, inside and out. Like to the point where your face could be changing. Your body could be changing. You're not eating the way you need to eat. Not enough of water intake. Your need and desire for something else filling you up other than you naturally being sensual is fucking you up. And that's really what Mercury want to tell you. Just cut and dry. Cut and dry. So you need to get more creative in your sensuality. More passionate about your sensuality. Have more pleasure about yourself. Have fun with yourself. Focus on what does self have to do to get self's good fortune. It's something about the selves in this motherfucker with you. Okay, air. Okay. The place. Are you this safe energy, period? Are you this safe? What are you bringing to the world? Like I said, you know how the home has to house the family. Are you housing your organs properly? On every level, mental, emotionally, financially, like, are you housing, is your body being housed properly? Are your organs being housed properly? Is your body a good house? Is your mind a good house? Is it a home? Can you turn a house into a home? Or are you trying to turn a hoe into a housewife? I said a hoe wife. Are you trying to turn a hoe into a housewife? Okay. Anyways, we're moving on. Last but not least, fire. Oh, 3727. I like that. All right. What do you have for fire, Mercury? Okay, there we go. I seen it. The castle, fire. The castle definitely better be a place. Okay, like I'm not fucking playing. And it is 192. Things could be speeding up in your life, fire. Speeding up, period. Okay, it probably went too quick for your motherfucking ass to be exact. You're probably like, damn, I done caught whiplash in this motherfucker. So, it says, notice how castles are designed to keep things out. They defend, they separate. It is likely there's a connection and community beyond its walls, and that will revitalize you. Okay, so maybe you could need to step outside of whatever the fuck egotistical mindset that you are in, and know that the castle comes from within. Maybe you need to step outside of whatever egotistical mindset that you're in, and know that the castle is within. Maybe you need to step outside of whatever egotistical mindset that you're in, and know that the castle is within. But we're going to keep reading to see what it says. So it says, visiting your throne of power. Okay. It says depression and spells and walls. So maybe you could get lost. You could be definitely operating in a very depressed state right now. Okay. You could be operating in a very depressed state right now. And you also could be doing a lot of spells to get where you need to be. But you're doing that from a depressed energy. And that's why I said what I said in the beginning. Maybe you need to step outside of that egotistical mindset, okay, and know that the castle is within, okay, comes from within. So maybe that could be a thing for you right now, stepping outside of that, okay. It said if this card appears with the king, the queen, or the maiden, know that you're entering into a long, stable family dynamic that includes property and power. So it didn't come out with none of that. It came out by itself. So you're trying to gain that energy from yourself, but it only comes from yourself, though. Stop trying to use everything outside of yourself. Fire, you have a problem with that because you're too real fiery. It's like, and most fire signs are only initiators. Okay. I thought I was thinking Aries is an initiator. Okay. What I mean by that in the zodiac is you just create the idea. Somebody else might take it and do something with it. but that should be okay. Usually when we're working together as a team effort, that's usually how things go. Everybody has their own role in the group or team effort. It says the palace, the penthouse, and the fortress. It says it's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within the castle walls. Okay, the castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasies, and ornament wonders and lavish ornaments. Yet the walls are thick, cold, and shady. And that could be something that's going on with you now. You could be thick, cold, and shady. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions. Didn't I tell you? I said it's something about possessions here. You're possibly a literal home or position that projects an image of achievement. Yeah, you got a problem with wanting to be seen. Mercury and Leo is going to show you that you might not be all of that. Mercury and Leo is going to really show your flaws. Fire. It's going to really show your flaws. It's going to really show what you focused on. And it's almost like I just told air, sex, money, and drugs. And it's crazy how I just got out of, was it air? Did I just do air right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, I just got out of air and I moved on quickly. Air and fire, y'all moving too quick. Y'all missing some shit for real. But y'all want something. Y'all want something. I'm hearing get rich quick. You know what I'm saying? You could be in that energy. You need to slow your ass down. Okay? And you also have this tendency to want to keep this image. You and air, fire and air, y'all want to keep an image that y'all might not be able to obtain because you don't have it in your heart. Okay, it's something in your heart. Okay, you only in your heart, you only care about sex, money, and drugs, and your what you look like. Okay, and now that Mercury is in Leo, which is Sun, which is exposure, creativity, romance, pleasures, good fortune, you might not get none of those things because you have abused this energy. You have abused the fact that you have fortune, and you have abused the fact that you can obtain fortune. And the reason why I say obtain fortune is because you looking at your fortune like I don't know, you're not looking at it from your heart. You're looking at it with your eyes. You don't do nothing from your heart, fire. You only do things with your eyes. You only care what it looks like. You don't care about what it feels like. While the soul longs to run barefoot in a forest, exactly, leaving it all behind. At times we must settle down, yet the castle lures us with its spell of materialism. And that could be a thing too. You could be doing spells to try to keep your materialism. You need to calm down, fire. You need to calm down. You could be doing you could have done so much energy spells to get energy to keep it, pulling energy to keep it. You could be manipulating things. And Mercury and Leo might have a few things up their sleeve for you. Okay. The castle can be a vast force an enchanting goal to travel towards. Yet it's supposed to be an enchanting goal to travel towards. It's not supposed to be a spell of materialism. And that could be something that could be in your family, a spell that your family could have a curse of materialism. And I said this before, usually when it comes to families, two things happen to the Black families: criminal activities, or either incest. And what I mean by criminal activities, this goes in that criminal activity. That's life insurance, identity fraud, materialistic things, sex, money, and drugs. So your family could have a problem with just living like the Johnsons when they needs to be on Section A and be okay and then transform their life from there. All right. But they got a big, nice penthouse or they have nice cars and they are so depressed. They're so depressed that no happiness, you haven't found no happiness outside of sex, money, and drugs. Thank you, Spirit. You have not found any happiness outside of sex, money, and drugs. You need to do that. Because sex, money, and drugs carries an energy that don't get no hugs over there. You know how they be like, the streets don't love you? That's sex, money, and drugs. So keep being in that energy if you like, and you don't get love. Okay? Yes, it can linger within the walls of deception for too long. Exactly. Because that's what's been going on. That's why I said Mercury has something for you with this energy. It's been, your energy has been lingering within walls, and it could be around people, places, and things for too long. And the universe is like, well, listen, that is over. Okay? That is over. No more of that. No more of you feeling like your materialistic lifestyle is going to win one. Because see, you could be someone who, you know, you don't look back. You don't think about nobody else. That sex money and drugs got you only focused on people, places, and things with that. So someone who come by with love, you would hurt them. So with the universe raising the vibrations on the planet towards love, you're not going to fit. Because these individuals, the universe is not going to keep allowing hurt to happen to those people. So they would take your good things away. It could be good people with your sex, money, drugs, and they're going to take that away. Now you got to go find a higher level of understanding with sex, money, and drugs. And that's where it gets a little weird. Now it's like, do anything to get the party started, right? Oh, okay. So be careful, fire. Okay. That's really all. This is a long video. These are going to be long, but I'm going to get them out the way. So catch you on the next one. Peace. Enjoy the shift. Leo energy is beautiful. Enjoy the house of love. Enjoy it.